Hello and welcome to Monday Motivation with Bukola. It's a show about inspiration, women empowerment, beauty, business, money, culture, entertainment, and advocacy. And today I bring you another lipstick, lip balm, and literacy virtual book reading series from Facebook. And our fabulous author on the show is none other than Linda Hutchinson, the author of Laugh Yourself Happy. Wow. It was an interview I did a while ago, actually, and she made me laugh on the show. Her book focuses on laughter, and actually, her work focuses on helping to distress with laughter, making a workplace less stressful by including joys and laughter in the work process. I won't let the cat out of the bag. I will let you go and listen to Linda yourself and learn more about how you can live your daily life and your work life in a less stressful way using the laughter technique. So that brings me to the motivational quote of today. Hey, my name is Bukola. I want to invite you, if you have not already done so, to subscribe to this channel. This is my YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe to this channel for inspirational videos, for beauty videos, for motivational videos, for videos that will inspire you, that will make you take action to realize your goals and your life dreams. Thank you so much and God bless you. Our motivational quote of today is from Jerry Darby, another author, the author of Stepping Stones Reflections for Singles, Volume 1. And she says, 100 years from now, our books will continue to be a blessing to people. Wow. 100 years from now, our book will continue to be a blessing to people. So that means if you have a book in you that you want to write, you better get to it, because 100 years from now, your book will be there. Even more than 100 years, when you are long gone, your book will still be there, impacting lives and touching many lives across the world. So please, you have that book in you. Even if it's just a guide or tips, publish it. And you never know how many lives your book will live to touch or motivate. So that is that about today's motivational quote. Let's go now and listen to Linda Hutchinson. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me. I look forward to hearing you laugh. You're one of my favorite laughers.
Thanks. Thanks. So, you know how we roll on the show, right?
Yes, I think so.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Great. So, first of all, thank you. I see Rita. I see people joining. Thank you for joining. Please share this broadcast out. If you are an author, it's a great opportunity for you also to come here and showcase your expertise and promote your book. Today we have a super fabulous author in the house. She is Linda Hutchinson, and she helps us to laugh. She helps us to laugh. We're going to be talking about one of our books that focuses on kids and laughing. But before then, we want to go on the competition for dancing.
Is this a test?
So, as we roll on the show, we dance and then we start. So today I'm not going to take too much of your energy, but we need to burn a little calorie, because I'm kind of like the Coke mama. I always have my Coke. with me. So as I'm taking on the calories, I need to be burning it right away. And I need someone to help me. Help out today.
Okay.
You're my helper today. So thank you so much, Linda, for coming on the show. Hey, my name is Bukola. I want to invite you, if you have not already done so, to subscribe to this channel. This is my YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe to this channel for inspirational videos, for beauty videos, for motivational videos, you know, for videos that will inspire you, that will make you take action to realize your goals and your life dreams. Thank you so much and God bless you.
And the dancing. Join in the dancing. I'm trying to look in there and see who's joining us, if they're laughing, if they're dancing.
Hey, my name is Bukola. I want to invite you, if you have not already done so, to subscribe to this channel. This is my YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe to this channel for inspirational videos, for beauty videos, for motivational videos, you know, for videos that will inspire you, that will make you take action to realize your goals and your life dreams. Thank you so much and God bless you. People, those of you joining us in the dance, we want to see with your comment. Tell us, looking good, ladies. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Sandy commented, looking good, ladies. Thank you so much.
And it looks like Robin is watching all the way from Australia.
Oh my goodness.
Is it Australia or New Zealand? I could be wrong. It could be New Zealand.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining us at this time. And if you're an author and would like to be featured on this show, please, the link is in the description. But first of all, let me welcome our guest, a super fabulous guest on the show. She has a super fabulous title too. God help me not to mess it up.
Don't you just love her laughter? I just love your laughter.
Thank you so much. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, Linda, for saying yes to the show and coming on the show. Welcome. It's another fabulous lipstick, lip balm, and literacy virtual book reading series here on Facebook.
Okay.
And today I have a super fabulous author for you in the house. She is Linda Hutchinson, and the author of Laugh Yourself Happy. Kids Say Delightful Things. This book is really funny. It's a really funny, it's a really funny book. It's a book I believe you need to have with you all the time, especially it does help adults to relieve stress. When you're having a bad day at work, trust me, this this book will help you to relieve brings how innocent children are, and the things that come out of their mouths and the way they think is just so innocent and different than adults. And it does really help to relieve our own stress as adults. But let me introduce my fabulous author to you. Linda is the CFO of CFO Corporate Fund Organizer, and she is the founder of Associates of Hutchinson Associates. All she does is helping organizations learn how to work in a stress-free situation by laughing and being joyful at their work. And she helps corporate organizations do this because we know that sometimes at work we could have some kind of tension. So she goes in there and puts the fun in all the hard work and all the tension to help staff enjoy their working environment. And she's been doing this for 2 decades. Oh my goodness. God bless you, Linda.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Joy. This is, you bring joy to the world. Basically, that's what you do. You bring joy to the world. You bring joy to corporate environment. And I did watch your TED Talk because Linda has also done TED Talk. And your TED Talk is the first one I've watched that has activity.
Yes.
I don't know how you did that in that little amount of time to include an activity in a TED Talk. And I was looking at it, it looked like adult playground, and it was really fun. So thank you so much for coming on the show. Hey, my name is Bukola. I want to invite you, if you have not already done so, to subscribe to this channel. This is my YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe to this channel for inspirational videos, for beauty videos, for motivational videos, for videos that will inspire you, that will make you take action to realize your goals and your life dreams. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Linda, I know I've done brief introduction. Could you tell us why you went into the business of making people to laugh?
Well, there's somewhat of a selfish reason because I believe that people teach what they want to learn, and I want to learn to laugh more, and this has made a difference. And so it was one of the ways that I could make a difference. And I like to tell this story when I was in growing up on the farm, and at the supper time, I would take the stories from sharing time and telling time at school and share them around the supper table. And I got positive attention for doing that. And so I continued to do that to get positive attention, but also to make a difference. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I like the positive attention because, it's so important for us to work consciously towards getting people to react positively.
Right.
Especially all the craziness going on in the world these days.
That's right.
So, and you've been doing this for like 30 years or more.
Yes.
That's over 2 decades that you've been doing this. What has been your experience when you are working with corporate organizations?
Some of them are more positive towards having more laughter and play in the workplace. I mean, there's more research out there, but it's a different paradigm because people are used to being serious in the workplace, and they think that's the way it has to be. But there's more and more research that laughter and play actually helps us be more creative. Like you said, it helps us reduce stress, it builds relationships. And so we're still finding our way in terms of how to do that well. So
would you say that the workplace that is designed also like a playground will be a great place for people to work effectively?
I believe so.
Because some workplaces designed like that, the auto, is it auto? That's the name of the company. You know, looking at the pictures they posted on their website, they have like playground in the office area. They have a slide to go from upstairs.
Wow.
The stairs. you can just slide.
That sounds like fun to me. I like to slide. What was the name of that company?
It's called Otter. So OTTER.
Okay.
That,
Well, and
that,
otters are playful animals.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that company that makes they make phone cases and other stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the kind of painting, the colors is like a playground or like a preschooler's environment. That's the way it looks.
Right.
And it's the first time I see a company with that kind of design.
Well, and I think there are more and more. I think Google has made it famous as well, and Southwest Airlines encourages laughter, and Ben and Jerry's, you know, they all have great missions, and it includes people being happy in the workplace.
Oh, you know, you are right about Southwest, because I flew Southwest recently, and the flight in the morning, I've forgotten what he said, the pilot, he told us that it's his first time flying. And then when we were coming back, it was a late night flight, and he whispered, you know, saying, you know, kind of like that, and we all giggled, you know, on the plane. So, I didn't know it's something they kind of incorporated into the work to make it fun. Nice.
Yeah.
So this is your second book, and it's a bestseller. So go get your copy. This book is in the description. Also, the link to this book is in the description, so you can grab your copy. And for those of you who will be watching this on YouTube, the link will also be in the description. We'll be watching at home on channel 14. The link will be on the screen. So just follow that link to go get a copy of this book. It's a book that makes you laugh, basically. And just like you said in the introduction, that you will read some, you will smile, you will read some, and you will laugh out loud. That has been my experience.
Yes.
Yes.
Children's, the funny things children say, I think, is one of the best and safest kinds of humor. You know.
It is. It is. And there was an experience here with a naked person, and the mom was scared that a child was seeing a naked person, but the child didn't even see nakedness. The child just saw someone without seatbelt on. So I thought that was really nice to see, like the way children can think and how it can be so innocent. Like, does adulthood make us sometimes take life too serious? What would be your opinion?
Say the question again, please.
I said, adulthood, does it make us to be more serious or take things too seriously?
Right. I mean, children laugh a couple of hundred times a day, and maybe we laugh a dozen, you know. And our culture, I'm afraid, has been teaching us that we have to be serious to be productive. We have to be serious to be taken seriously, and you know, and yet there are all these benefits. There's benefits to, again, the creativity and the health and the problem solving, and you know, better relationships and reducing stress, increased learning. So there's all these benefits, you know.
Please, if you have questions, post your questions in the comment for our author.
And the other thing I like to tell people, we've tended to reduce humor to jokes, and yet there's research that only 10% of laughter comes from jokes. And so I like to urge people to focus on the other 90% sources of laughter and play. And
So, what are those other sources of laughter aside from jokes?
well, I separate storytelling from jokes. So the stories from your life, again, like the funny things that kids say, or the funny things that happen to us, and when we can laugh at them instead of be embarrassed, or, you know, um, play. Playing, a lot of times we laugh from playing. I just want to encourage people to explore what it is that makes them laugh. Our pets make us laugh. Sometimes our partners make us laugh. There's laughter yoga. There's laughing for no reason. The doctor in India started laughter yoga because of the benefits, and you don't even have to have a reason to laugh.
Hmm.
So there's laughing with people who laugh, like you.
Thanks. Thanks. And you just talked about stories, like laughing from your own stories. I was at a conference yesterday, and it was a Christian conference. I was sitting with these women at the table for lunch, and somehow I remember a story, a personal experience that happened with me. Our church in Nigeria then was growing to 50,000 seater capacity, and they opened up the choir for people to join. So they called it 1,000 mass choir. And I thought, yes, I will join the choir. I went to join the choir, and when you join the choir, they will give you a test voice, a voice test to do. So I did my first test voice, and the person just said tenor. So when I, I saw that the group was divided into three. There is alto one side, tenor on one side, and the tenor was like 100% males. So when I was like, do I sing like a guy? So I sat there anyway for the practice. I didn't know the choir director was watching me, like, what is she doing there? So immediately after the practice, he called me and said, what were you doing there? I said, oh, they said I sing tenor. It was like, oh, give her a voice.
And it's good that you laugh about it. You didn't like make yourself or anybody else wrong. To be able to laugh about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and funny enough, I wanted to be in the soprano group because they sounded heavenly. The soprano voice is kind of like this, very nice. Alto just seem like whatever in the middle. But I love the soprano. When I got the second chance, I thought they would put me in soprano and change me to alto, and I quit the choir.
I see you're sharing a story, and Sandy's asking for a story. And the other story that I like to share, actually, it's more one-liners from kids. But
Okay, please go ahead.
this daycare center in Northfield, Minnesota, they collected one-liners. They wrote them on a piece of paper and put them on the bulletin board in the daycare center. And they got so many funny lines that they produced 2 books. And one of the books is called I Have a Grandma Named Great. And that in itself I love that title. But 3 of the one-liners, 3 of my favorites, this little 4-year-old girl says, if I have a baby, I hope it's just a doll. And little children are good at wordplay without even knowing it. So this other little kid said, I was scared out of my nitwits. Now you have to know the English language pretty good to get that. But and then my favorite is the little guy who said, I think this pee in my pants is not mine.
Who has it?
we start very young. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. So anyway.
That is so true.
Hmm.
And if you guys who are watching, if you have your own stories, please share it in the comments. And this book, it made it to the bestseller list on Amazon. Congratulations on that. That
Thank
is
you.
so
Thank you.
so nice. And aside from getting funny stories, have you seen maybe teenagers or even adults saying things that come across as funny without trying to make a joke? They just say something and it comes across as funny.
Yes, yes. And if you're going to ask me for an example, I'm trying to think if I can. Wow. I mean, I think there are a lot of people who are funny and they often don't even know it, and that's part of what's funny. I mean, when I was in college, the church bloopers, there are all these bloopers from church bulletins. I mean, um, I like to encourage people to appreciate their own bloopers because that's what you're asking about is what are some of the, we say funny things and we don't know it, and now with texting it happens all the time. And
Mm.
I'm giving away some of the things from my TED talk, but I'm going to see if I can remember how to tell this. But when I first heard that I was invited to give a TED talk, I texted a notice to my friend and said that I was, you know, that I got it and that I was scared. And when I saw what it went through, I didn't do the autocorrect. I mean, autocorrect did it, and I didn't double check. And so the message she got was that I got it scared shirtless. I'm going to leave it to your imagination to fill in what it was supposed to be. So I typed something else, but autocorrect sent her the message that I was scared shirtless. I thought about giving the presentation and getting one of those fancy artistic busts that people have and then rip off my shirt, but I didn't have the courage to do that. And the other blooper that I sometimes share is that I had T-shirts made up for my business, and they were supposed to say, "What if the hokey pokey is what it's all about?" And
Hmm.
when they arrived at my place and I opened them up, they said, "What if the hockey pokey is what it's all about?" So again, I think a kind of autocorrect came on, even for that.
Yes, yes, yes. And that is true. Sometimes we do some things and autocorrect just saying something different than your intention. It has
Right,
happened
right.
several.
And if you Google that, you can find a bunch of those funny things on Facebook. You know, so or,
Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, thanks for coming in, Deborah. Deborah said, LOL, hokey pokey. Wow, TED Talk. Yes, TED Talk is a great platform. So,
mhm.
you've been on TED Talk. What will be your advice for authors who are wanting to expand as authors and expansion in terms of getting publicity and also expanding their horizon through public speaking
Right.
and getting platform like a TED Talk?
Mhm.
What would be advice for authors to climb the ladder to that level?
Well, first of all, believe in yourself. That's number one. Believe you can do it and handle all those beliefs that are in the way, and um, just go for it. I a friend of mine encouraged me to apply, and so I applied, and it was like one step at a time. I think if I'd known that I was going to get it, I probably might have been too scared to even apply. But I took the step and applied, and I actually had to take two steps because they changed the date, and so I applied and um, and then they moved the date, which actually ended up being better for me. And so it's trusting the process as well, trusting your own process. And Chris Anderson, who's the person in charge of TED Talks, has a video available on YouTube, and he also has um, a book about how to give a TED Talk. So even though I've been speaking for many years, it was useful for me, and I wanted to hone my skills and probably prove to myself that I could do it and communicate my message. And so one of the most important things is to have a message and know what it is that you want, what idea you want to spread. So,
Wow, great tip.
yeah.
Thank you. And then was your book self-published, or can you tell us the process of publishing your book and getting to the bestseller list on Amazon to inspire prospective authors and authors who also want to get their books on the bestseller list?
Um, those are good questions. I did self-publish, and I'm part of a network of women writers. The organization is WOW, Women of Words, and if people want to know more about that, they can contact either one of us for that. And that's where I've learned about the resources for doing self-publishing. There's editors, there's designers, there's publishers to help people do that. And each step of the way, and we have luncheons where we encourage and support each other. It's one of the most generous, women helping women. And if there are any men listening, we're also willing to help you as well. And that's where I learned how to get my book as an ebook bestseller. So it's on Amazon as an ebook. And within that group, they guided me to how to set it up to reach the bestseller list.
Wow, okay, so you got a book that showed you how to do it.
Well, it's not a book, but the people in the organization, some people know about social media, other people know about, the best work, the best editors, how to do the best design, each step, all the process. Somebody's there who knows. In fact, we just had a conference yesterday, and people were sharing, how to do the research, how to do surveys, how to choose the title that's best for your book that's going to make a difference. And there are all those pieces that make a difference.
Wow.
I think one of even though I love the cover of my book, sometimes people are confused and they think it's a book for children because of the picture of the child on the book. So I don't know if I would change it, but it's, again, being able to get that advice from different people with experience.
Wow, I really love the idea of getting ideas from people to help with the process to get your book published,
Right.
and then also get it to the bestseller list. Do you have any other tip for authors or prospective authors?
Again, one of the things that I got yesterday was to write, like carve out the time. I need to carve out the time to make sure I take the time to write. And so, I actually do love writing, and I need to do that. I need to give that time to myself. And right now I'm working on what I think is going to be more of a booklet, like a work booklet on money and humor. Because I think money is one of the places these days, in particular, time and money are two of the places that people lose their sense of humor. And so if I can help people sort out their beliefs about money, and then be able to not take it so seriously, and that might be easy for me to say because I have food in the refrigerator, but there are many of us who need to, I think it's important to just lighten up. Like if we're too serious, that's not a good vibration for the planet. And Harry Palmer, who's the author of the Avatar material, says each moment you are happy is a gift to the rest of the world. And I
Mm.
really want to communicate that message and practice that myself. So if writing makes you happy, write. And if you have a message you want to get out there, there are lots of resources to help. So
Wow. Oh,
and
thank
and I
you.
and Bukola, I want to acknowledge you because some of the people watching right now might not be aware that you are an international bestseller. And Bukola wrote, well, the two of the books that I'm going to highlight right now, she wrote a book called Imprisoned, and it's about her experience um, being trafficked, labor trafficking. And Imprisoned was not an easy book to read, but she turns it around. She took her hard experience and wrote another book. And where's the title on that one? I know it has label in it.
A
Um,
living label.
Living
A
Lake,
living label.
yeah. And with that, she really wanted her experience to make a difference for others. And so she has been back to Nigeria and spoken in front of thousands of people and wanting people to know that there's help for them if they're in a difficult situation. And so I have tremendous admiration for your courage and willingness. And Obama put her on a committee because she was making such a big difference that she's out there making an even bigger difference. So it's an
Oh,
honor. It's an honor to be associated with an international bestseller who's as courageous as you are.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank
How
you.
was it?
Thank you. And then and then she's the best laugher on the planet. I mean, those of us who want to be funny and get people to laugh, she's the laugher. What a gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Linda. You've made a great impression on me in the short period that I've known you,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like that. And I could see your genuineness, and I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate genuineness in people, and I see that in you. You are just this genuine person trying to make the world a better place. It's not something you just write about or you talk about. It's something you actually live. It's something you do from your
Mm-hmm.
actions. Because, I think they say action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
Your actions are spoken way, way louder than your words. And
Thank
I
you.
really admire you for that. I
Mm.
appreciate you. I'm so happy to call you my friend and be associated with you.
Yes.
So thank you
Thank you.
so much. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you. We have if you can't tell for the people who are watching, we have our own mutual admiration society going on here.
Oh, Deborah is still writing. Thank you so much. Thanks, Deborah, for staying with us. And those who are still here, thank you for coming in. I hope you share this out. It's going to be on YouTube and on channel 14. So, Linda, do you have any last words for the audience today?
Mm. I guess just like go forth and laugh and find out what makes other people laugh and give the gift of humor, give the gift of laughter and play whenever and wherever you can. And within your families, collect those funny stories. If you get my book, use it to help people remember the funny stories in your life. Ask the elders in your family about their funny stories so that you can explore your humor heritage and create a laughter legacy. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
I'm honored to have you here today. And those of you who joined us, Deborah and other
Same.
people who came on,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming on. Sandy, yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Rita, see Rita on the screen, thank you so much. So, and you know how we roll on the show, right? How we sign out with another exercise. So burn a little bit more calories. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Have
Okay.
a super fabulous week. A new week starts today, right? So have a super fabulous week. And
Thank
those
you.
of you who joined us live and those who will be watching the replay, thank you so much. Also have a super fabulous week. Until next time on Lipstick, Lip Balm, and Lit.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Let me see. I don't know. Wow. Did you laugh? She was a very funny woman, really funny. I enjoyed interviewing her, and I hope that you enjoyed listening to her also. Thank you so much. I hope to see you on another Monday Motivation with Bukola. God bless you and have a nice week ahead of you. Bye bye. Hey, my name is Bukola. I want to invite you, if you have not already done so, to subscribe to this channel. This is my YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe to this channel for inspirational videos, for beauty videos, for motivational videos, for videos that will inspire you, that will make you take action to realize your goals and your life dreams. Thank you so much and God bless you. And keep referring to Bukola and keep saying, I've been in a situation whereby somebody said, oh, and Bukola didn't tell you this about her story. Oh, and Bukola didn't tell you that about her story. Are you there to give, your own expertise or what you know, or you are there to pick on Bukola in that room and beat her down? Like, oh, she's the victim here, I'm the expert. So that happens a lot. And when this happened to me, at some point I couldn't take it anymore. I had to excuse myself from that room. And I've had situations too where people will ask me to come and speak and drive 2 hours one way, and they're not even willing to pay for gas. So it's hard, it's challenging, and I understand that there are so many people who want to help. There are people in this room who are advocates, and I really commend advocate. I don't joke with advocate. That was why when I got help, I start telling people, don't turn to your friend for help, turn to advocates, because they are professionals. They are the ones who are trained to do this work. They are the ones who will be there for you. They're advocating for you. They will not blame you and tell you, oh, how could you be so stupid? Like your friend will say to you, how could you be so stupid to let that happen to you? I've had people say that to me. How could you be so stupid? You gave yourself cheaply. That's why that happened to you. But advocates don't think that way. Instead, advocates think about how to get you help. Advocate think about what is the next thing to do to stop the misery you're going through. So I really commend advocates and appreciate their work. But also, we have to be mindful of not re-exploiting survivors. We have to be mindful when we are engaging survivors, even in the language that we are using when engaging survivors to work with us. They bring a lot of value. The value that you cannot find in any textbook. The value that you cannot find in a research is different when we talk about eyewitness accounts versus going into the textbook to think about the thesis somebody wrote and thinking, oh, I think this is, what could have happened or what should happen versus what actually happened. So because survivors bring this value in the movement, it's also important to recognize that fact and pay them. Some survivors have gone back to school. Before I became a victim, I had college education. So a victim is not just someone from a dysfunctional home. Like we think, oh, it's those runaway kids. Yes, some runaway kids become victims, but it's stereotyping when we think victims are only those who are runaway children. There are people who are trafficked as adults, and there are people who are trafficked as children. There are those who are trafficked by a total stranger, and there are people who are trafficked by family members. So it's kind of complicated when we're talking about trafficking. But how do we really help? And when we are helping and engaging survivors, how do we do it in a way that is empowering for the survivor, in a way that is not re-traumatizing the survivor? Because I tell you, I sit here today, but I'm still living with my trauma. And at first, I thought it was something that after going through therapy, I will be fine, and but no, it's something I live with every day, because sometimes something I don't expect will come up and it will trigger my experience for me. And all of a sudden, I just have all this flashback. And trust me, it's not easy to have, flashback that is not so good.